You're now tuned into the world of Pro Grip, and today we're working on 76s, Oster 76s. Today we're going to be replacing a cord. First thing we got to do, make sure you have all the proper tools that you need for this job. And the only thing you really need is a Phillips head screwdriver. First thing you want to do is locate your two screws on the bottom of the clipper. And you want to take the screws out. Out of all the cords, this one is a real tricky one. You gotta know what you're doing. It's just knowing what to do, and then once you know, it won't be any problem. All right. You want to get the screws out. Make sure that you sit the screws to the side so you can get them. I want you to notice on this one right here, the bottom, you see that the washer that's normally located at the bottom is missing. Okay. You want to get all the hair that's on the inside of it out. By looking at this, I can already tell that we have a problem. I want you to get in here so you can see this. Okay, there's a screw that's supposed to be holding that down, and it's missing. This is something someone wanted to do at home and fix it up, and then it messed up and they want to bring it to me. So I'm assuming that it's a cord, but it could be anything. But to be safe, what you want to do is you want to take all of this out. Okay, and what you need to do before you do that, you need to get your cell phone. What you want to do is you want to take your cell phone and you want to take a picture of the wiring harness on the inside of it, so that once you put it back together, you can put everything back the way that it came. I like to take two pictures from like different angles, so if I need to look at a different way, I can. Okay, now that you got that out the way, what you want to do is you want to take all the screws that are on the inside out. Take the screw and the power connector out and sit them to the side. Make sure you sit everything together, because you don't want to be like them. You don't want to be missing all kind of pieces to putting your case back together. Then you get your switch out. You set your switch to the side. Then you take your cord out. Okay, it twists out. Now, a lot of times you could try to replace the cords and it not be the cord. It could be the switch that is bad. And what you want to do to test that is be very careful when you do this. If you're afraid to do this, that means you need to let me do it. Okay, what you want to do is you want to plug it up. Now this is hot, but you're testing this to see if it's the cord. So you touch that. Okay, so that's meaning that it's not the cord. It's in the switch. But in this case, it was missing a screw on the inside of it, so we don't have to replace a cord. But this is the same process. I'll have to go back through to put a new cord in and put this cord in, so I'll still be showing you how to put the cord in. I just have to put a screw in the misplaced screw that was on the inside. Make sure you unplug this, because we don't need no one going to the hospital. Set it to the side. Clean it out. First thing that you want to do is, in order to put everything back together in right order, you need to put the cord in first. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to take the cord and feed it through like that and get it on the inside and snap it to the side. Okay, I just realized another problem. For you all that are watching this is like my day-to-day experience. Some of the things, when the customer told me they thought it was a cord, and when we first did the video, it was missing a screw, but as I look on the inside, you can actually see that it's broke right here on the side where the screw cannot go in and grab the threads. So they're gonna need another screw. They're gonna need a whole new bottom because they can't use this. And the beat goes on. The first thing you want to do is you want to take the cord, stick it through the bottom, snap it. Well, not snap it. You want to twist it so that it holds in place and it doesn't come out. It's a slot that it slides into right here on the right. The next thing that you want to do is you want to take the switch and put it back in. Make sure you have the power cords that's coming out of the switch aiming to the left. Put it back in. They also didn't have the washer that holds the switch in place to keep it from pushing back and forth, making it coming loose on the inside. This is a very important piece. If you don't have it, order it and get it on. Or you might can go by a hardware store and find a washer that'll still fit. You might not have to order it. Okay. The next thing you want to do, go back to your cell phone. You want to go back to your phone and you want to pull the picture that you took of the inside of the switch with the way that it was, the wiring was in place. Okay, what you want to do is you want to go back to the picture that you took and make sure you have this turned the same way that it is on the phone. And what you can do is with your phone, you can zoom in and you can actually see the wires and see where they're connected at and see where they're at. This is very important in making sure that you put it back right. And you got other pictures. The easiest way to get this back together, because I know a lot of you might be fumbling putting it back together, take the screw and go ahead and put it inside of the wires that they need to go through. And then take this, the connector, and go ahead and put it on the inside of the hole and see how easy that lines up. That'll save you a lot of time. Okay, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the wiring harness on the inside has been put back the same way that you took it apart, and the picture should match. And my pictures do match. This right here is what gives power to the hair clippers, and the way that it gets power is from the connections right here. So what you want to do is make sure you take your Phillips head screwdriver or flathead and push it up a little bit. That way we can test it and make sure that there's nothing wrong with the bottom, and make sure that it's getting power before we put the bottom back together, because that could be a very time consuming. So now this has got power going through it. Make sure, if you're not comfortable with electricity, that you pay someone like me to take care of this for you. But you turn the power on, and what you want to do is you want to touch those teeth with these right here and make it come on. That's music. That's what you want to hear. Now we're ready to put it back together. The one thing you want to locate on your clippers is, unplug it. The one thing you want to locate on your clippers is this little square piece up here at the top. This right here slides into the bottom of your clipper. It got a certain way it has to go back together. So what you want to do is put it back together just like that. And you want to plug it back up because you want to make sure that the connections on the inside are connected. Okay. I like to leave mine plugged up to make sure that through the processes, if it gets knocked off, I can test it a little bit and I can back it up and I can realign it. The next thing you want to do, take your screws, put them in the bottom, and start screwing your screws back in. Now you want to screw just a little bit to make sure that the lines are catching. What you want to do is you want to pull the bottom. If it comes all the way off, it's not lined up right, and you gotta start over. But it is catching, so put it back in. If you're doing this for the first time, you might not line it up right. You're gonna have to do it a few times to actually know what it is you're doing. But just have faith in yourself and believe that you're gonna do it if you've gotten this far. Okay. And those are some long screws, so once you get it in, started out a simple problem. We thought it was a cord. We found out that it didn't have a washer on here. On the inside, it was a screw missing, but the real reason was that it was cracked on the inside. So these are all the things that you could go through when you just think it's just the cord that's wrong with your clippers. This has been another presentation by Pro Grip. I like to be able to save you time and patience on your equipment. Just stay tuned, and I'm going to keep bringing you some good things that's going to help you and your business.